Did you know that Texas invented a breakfast so legendary it's been called the breakfast of cowboys and presidents alike? Or that the very first breakfast taco might have started a war, well, at least a feud, between two Texas cities? This isn't just a list of morning meals. It's a wild ride through the kitchens, diners, and food trucks that turned breakfast into an iconic part of the Lone Star State. Y'all better buckle up because we're serving up Texas's most iconic breakfasts. And trust me, you won't want to miss a bite. Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Lone Star Plate, where we dish out the best flavors, stories, and legends from across Texas. Today, we're digging into what makes our mornings bigger and bolder than any other state's. Why? Because Texas breakfast isn't just food. It's a piece of history, a burst of culture, and sometimes it's a rite of passage. Stick around, because by the end, you'll be planning your next breakfast road trip across Texas. Now, let's get things started with a legend, the king of Texas breakfasts, chicken fried steak and eggs. Picture it, a juicy piece of beef, tenderized, battered, and fried golden brown. Smother it in creamy white pepper gravy and slide some runny eggs on the side. This breakfast didn't start in a fancy city kitchen. It's got roots in the cattle drives and chuck wagons that fueled cowboys for days on the open range. German immigrants brought their schnitzel know-how, Texans brought their beef, and together they made magic. Eat this in any Texas diner, close your eyes, and you can almost hear the cattle lowing outside. But hold up, we're just getting started. If you had to pick one plate that defines Texas breakfast for the last 50 years, it's gotta be the almighty breakfast taco. Soft, warm tortillas, flour or corn, your call, filled to the brim with eggs, bacon, chorizo, potatoes, cheese, and sometimes beans, salsa, or even nopalitos. Here's where things get spicy. Folks in Austin and San Antonio both claim they invented the breakfast taco. Austinites will tell you their food trucks made breakfast tacos an art form. San Antonians say breakfast tacos have been at the heart of their home kitchens for generations. All I can say is, whoever invented them, thank you. Whether you swing by Vera's Backyard Barbecue in Brownsville for a barbacoa taco, or Rosita's Al Pastor in Austin for migas tacos, you're biting into Texas history. Speaking of migas, that's another Texas classic. Think crispy strips of corn tortilla tossed with scrambled eggs, peppers, onions, and a big old scoop of salsa. It's a blend of Tex-Mex and Mexican home cooking, born from making something incredible out of yesterday's tortillas. Migas are especially beloved in Central Texas, and you'll find them on menus from greasy spoons to brunch hotspots. Pair it with a hot cup of coffee, and expect your day to be at least 200% better. Now let's travel a little further back to a time when Texas was still wild and woolly and the chuck wagon reigned supreme. Picture a cowboy waking up with a sunrise, hungry after a night under the stars. What's for breakfast? Biscuits and gravy. Fluffy, flaky biscuits, split and covered with a rich, peppery sausage gravy. It's simple, filling, no nonsense, and probably saved more than a few cowhands from going hungry. Next time you're in Fort Worth or Amarillo, order a plate and savor that unsung hero of Texan tradition. Here's a twist you might not expect. Kolaches. Yep, those little pillows of dough stuffed with fruit, cheese, or sausage didn't come from Mexico or Western chuck wagons. They're a gift from Czech immigrants who settled in Central Texas. You'd be hard-pressed to find a small town in Texas without a bakery selling these sweet and savory treats. West Texas, yes, that's the town name, is famous for kolaches that draw road trippers like honey draws bees. Is it truly Texan? After over 100 years of Texan breakfast tables? You bet your boots it is. Now, let's put a little sweet in your morning. Texas-sized pancakes, y'all. Not just any pancakes. These things are bigger than the plates they're served on. Restaurants like Magnolia Pancake House in San Antonio or Kirby Lane Cafe in Austin sling pancakes that are fluffy as a cloud, sometimes stuffed with pecans, our state nut, or blueberries. Slather them with real butter, drown them in syrup, and you'll wonder how you ever settled for those tiny silver dollar pancakes. Speaking of syrup, did you know Texas produces its own? In East Texas, ribbon cane syrup is a staple, poured over biscuits or pancakes and made from sugar cane grown right in the region. It adds a smoky, almost molasses-like flavor that you just can't get from ordinary maple syrup. But if you want your breakfast deep in the heart of Texas, you gotta try huevos rancheros. The name means rancher's eggs, and it's exactly that. Fried eggs served over corn tortillas, topped with a spicy tomato chile sauce, maybe a sprinkling of queso fresco, and a side of refried beans. This dish came up from the borderlands and found a permanent home on Texas plates, whether you're in a five-star hotel or a roadside diner. Simple, hearty, bursting with flavor, just like Texas. Of course, we can't forget about the breakfast burrito. Some folks think that's just a taco in disguise, but real Texans know the difference. Burritos are bigger, bolder, packed to the brim. Imagine eggs, potatoes, cheese, brisket, or sausage wrapped tight in a warm flour tortilla. It's breakfast you can eat with one hand while steering down a West Texas highway with the other. El Paso and Amarillo both lay claim to having the best, but you'll just have to try both and decide for yourself. And what about the Texas toast? Thick-cut, buttered slices, griddled to a crispy golden finish. This side separates the real Texas breakfasts from the imitators. Whether you're sopping up eggs or making an epic breakfast sandwich, Texas toast is the unsung hero you'll find from Lubbock to Laredo. Now, let's get a little fancy for a second. Did you know Texas is home to some groundbreaking fusions too? Think brisket and eggs, slow-smoked barbecue brisket paired with poached or scrambled eggs, or a Texan take on eggs. Benedict, English muffins swapped for cornbread, Canadian bacon replaced with smoked sausage or pulled pork, all topped off with chipotle hollandaise. This is the kind of breakfast menu that makes New Yorkers jealous. In every corner of Texas, breakfast isn't just the start of the day. It's an experience. Whether you're sitting in a San Antonio taqueria, a Galveston beachfront cafe, or at your grandma's kitchen table in Tyler, you're eating more than eggs and potatoes. You're sampling generations of tradition, stories, and a little bit of Texas pride. Now, before you dash off searching for the nearest taco stand, tell me, what's your favorite Texas breakfast, or what do you most want to try? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you love this taste of Texas, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell, 'cause the Lone Star Plate has a lot more coming your way. Don't forget to share your favorite breakfast spot. Who knows, it might just show up in our next episode. Remember, in Texas, breakfast isn't just the most important meal. It's our way of saying good morning with a little extra love and a whole lot of flavor. Y'all stay hungry, stay curious, and as always, keep it Texan.